All right, now you're mentioning Esther is perfect because I've been thinking about that comment that you made about Esther and her saying, screw it, I'm giving up. I'm giving up. I give up, right? I did this a while ago about several...
She finally gave up because it became so apparent that there was no way she could control.
Right.
We would prefer you all give up before you are wrestled to the ground and bleeding.
I might be being in that rental. This is a personal. So now I'm not talking to my student or my nephew, nor am I talking to my Democratic. I'm talking to me about the same issues. Of course, they always are, right? I was on the Alaska cruise, and I came and asked you about my decision making regarding my home, whether I should move someplace or other. And you said, "Are you ready? Are you ready to decide this? It sounds like you're not really ready to make decisions." And I wasn't. It was like, "Oh, I'm not ready yet." So that was great. So then I went home, and I decided that I didn't have to make a decision. So I didn't make a decision, and I didn't put my house on the market. And I would meditate each day, and I'd go very quietly, and I would say, "Is there anything I'm supposed to do right now?" And I had a funny experience because I got a little voice and it said, "Do nothing." And I had very, very systematically, day by day, Monday through Tuesday, Wednesday, gone through every day, and I didn't hear anything, and then I had heard this message, "Don't do anything." Well, the next day, I did the same thing, and I was listening, and there was no answer. And the next day, there was no answer. And then I started laughing about a week later, and I realized I'm not supposed to do anything. That was the answer. Stop it.
And there's another big part of that question, that is, why do you keep asking the same question over and over again? Because when you keep asking the same question over and over again, you hold yourself vibrationally resistant to the answer.
Okay. Well, anyway, so my situation is now that I didn't do anything, and the property value of my house went way down, and my business went way down, and I'm in this place now where it's really reaching critical mass. And I've said, who cares? I'm going on the cruise. I'm going to take my sister on her first 50th birthday, and we're going to have a blast. And I'm going home now thinking, well, I'm not going to be able to pay a bill, and I'm going to go bankrupt, and I'm trying to not care. So I'm trying to say, fuck it, I'm just going to be in the vortex. And yet there's this one thing, and I do believe...
But here's something very important.
Yeah.
And we're going to give this to you in the kindest way we can.
Okay.
Do you have a choice?
No.
You don't have a choice about what you do.
Right.
Do you have a choice about how you feel?
Yes, I have this one problem. This is one problem. Hang in here with me. I'm almost as good at this, I think, as Esther, except I could never be as good as this. But I have this physical problem where my neck muscles and my back muscles go like this, and I can't seem to relax. So I'm doing all this right, except that I can't relax.
Well, those muscles are just indications. It's just a further indication. Those muscles are just saying, since you're ignoring the subtler signs of emotion, we'll give you less subtle signs.
Okay.
That's what that's all about.
Okay.
So, and it's not easy. You've trained yourself into an attitude of responsibility. You want to keep your commitments. You want to do what you said you were going to do. You want things to work out in the way that you've asked for them to. But we were talking to you, and we've been talking to everyone today about making peace with where you are is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. Right. And so here's the thing that you have to, that we can feel that may be a point of resistance or obstacle within you. If you say, I think I've been doing all of this, and through all of this effort of attempting to align and trying to hear what Abraham says and apply it, through all of that, what's been happening is that my property value went down, 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 and my financial income has gone down, 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 and am I not just doing more of the same, and won't it go down, down, downer? We want to say to you that you're hearing things here today that you did not know before. There is a stronger emphasis about doing the thing that you can do, which is get into the vortex regardless of what's going on. In other words, when you get in there, one day, you may have heard this story, but it is so applicable to what you're saying that we're going to give it to you. It'll be easier for you to hear this than if we speak directly about what you're talking about. We hear your beeper. A man talked about losing his financial empire. And I am this many years old, and it took me all of these years to amass this fortune, and now I don't have time to do it again. And we said, through all of that living of life, the fortune that you have amassed is the vibrational escrow. It's your vibrational escrow that you are amassing, not property value, not income value. It's your vibrational escrow that you are amassing. And in that vibrational escrow is property value, is abundance, is friendship, is relationships, are all of the things that you want. But your true value, the nest egg that you have been creating and that source energy has been tending to, you talk about someone that you can trust watching out for this legacy that you have built for yourself. In other words, that's your inheritance. That's what you've built. That's what was your inheritance because it was waiting for you when you got there, and you have been investing in it through all that you've lived every day since. And it is valid, and it is real, and it is energy that you will be able to take to the bank. But you cannot let the momentary way things look take you away from that, or then you deprive yourself of your true legacy, of your true inheritance, of your true abundance. So if you can make peace with where you are and where you are. So this is what we were saying to this man. You are not bankrupt. You've got this nest egg. Your life has amounted to all of this, and you can cash it in any time you manage to get over there. Wow. Don't you know of so many people who are standing in a place of not having what they wanted and then had a very quick turnaround where things began to shower down? In other words, this is not something that is an anomaly. This is something that happens all day, every day. Wonderful things are in the offing for you. You just have to relax and allow them to be, you see. This is your inheritance. This is what you're what you're wanting to tend to. All of that other stuff is just fluff. It's all fodder for what you're putting into there. None of that means anything. This means everything.
Wonderful.
We have enjoyed this interaction.